What up? We're back. We're doing something different today. We're doing Gigawing 2. Now, Gigawing 2, I haven't played this at all, really. I've done an entire run of it, like earlier this year. That's about it. Just like chuck a quarter in and see what happens. Died start of stage 2. But what's going on is the Shmup Junkie Discord. What they do is they do these 2-week-long caravans where they pick like a random game if you don't know about Caravan. Basically, in Caravan, a lot of like you'll see in like PC Engine games or like just general score attack, they'll have like a separated mode where instead of like playing through the whole game, say like 30-minute, they'll have like a 5-minute or like they could be pretty short too, like even like 2-minute, like quick score attack thing that's its own special thing. Well, Gigawing 2 doesn't have like a caravan mode. What it does have, it's got a score attack thing in here. So what we're gonna do is for this 2 weeks is we got they're doing stage 2 of this game. So I don't know shit about this game. So we're both gonna figure out with the help of a really high score replay how to play this game. And we're gonna see how much we could get on stage 2 and see what we could be happy with. Here real quick, let me fix the camera and then we'll get that's probably better. We'll see. I don't have a dedicated way to hold all this shit up. It's just books. And I'll just throw the camera on it. I need something normalized. But here's what we're gonna do. We're playing the Dreamcast version. I'm pretty sure that save states work with this. We have this replay down below. This is the highest scoring replay on Shmup's wiki. Yell at me if sound is all weird. So we're gonna learn this somewhat blind. It's just one stage, so it shouldn't take that long to get a good feel for like things we could do. I've played a bit of Gigawing 1. I haven't cleared Gigawing 1, but I know how it works. And I already put in here, there's like a secret code you put in to unlock a bunch of ships. Apparently the ship we're gonna be using is a secret one. So there's all the stages we're just doing here. So there's a bunch of characters here, and we put in a secret that lets us unlock stuff. So apparently we have, each character has 2 forms. So we have Cherry here. This is the Stork ship. I think we need a different one. I have no clue how to pick it. I looked for 2 seconds here. Whenever you pick your reflect, you get either the Gigawing 1 reflect, except I think you have more control over where you can point, where all the bullets you absorb are from, and laser, which is supposed to be the like easier option. What our goal is to figure out how to pick the right ship. We want the other one. I have no clue how to pick this up. We're gonna do like one run through here blind, and then we're gonna actually look at the replay. But first, we gotta beat the final boss of how the hell do we pick the other ship? Yo, what up, Obet? This one's cool. If you've seen any Gigawing 1, it's like that. But the metals explode into more metals. I think I only looked at how it kind of works for 2 seconds. But whenever you reflect stuff, you kill things, you reflect things, bunch of metals pop up. If enough of them pop up, then they explode into even bigger ones. How do we pick the alternate one? So the one we want is Carmine Plus, which is a secret ship supposed to be good. Apparently Stork, I'm just reading off Wiki. Survival ship cause homing, but it's low damage, which is probably really bad for Caravan. Carmine plus high speed for metal collecting. And it seems like a lot like Ruby, which is that's probably the most popular ship in Gigawing 1. Alright, let's see. Is this what the... Alright, let's figure out how to pick the right ship. I never knew... Yeah, there's a... What is happening here? Before Jamestown, this game was the OG horizontal with 4-player. Yeah, they made a 2 and they made a Generations. I've heard good things about Generations. This one's 3D like this, except it's complete vertical. This one's a horizontal. Alright, we'll get through the... We'll figure this out. This is gonna be the hardest part of the run. If anybody knows how you pick the alternate ship, I did the secret that gives us, so you see here we got the gallery full. Usually you have to unlock this stuff. We did that secret to unlock everything. I'm a pop and shmup junkie Discord, see if anybody knows how to pick. How do you pick the secret ship, please? I need my fast speed. Otherwise, we're just gonna hop right in. Other things have been going on. I'm been playing a lot of Diojo. I just threw in a run before like really labbing 2.5 too hard, and I managed to no miss through 2.4. Which who knows if I could consistently do that, because there's a bunch of spooky stuff. And just gathering tons of replays trying to make the route that I like most for that game. Currently getting annihilated by Big B. Like right after Koryu at the end of Daojo's second loop. So like the normal final boss, you fight Big B and then Hibachi. And Big B's the actual TLB of that fight. Freaking first pattern's insane, second pattern's not dodgeable, third pattern's insane. It looks really easy though. There's like a trick that I gotta out-gimmick or whatever. Where is Caravan? Let's see. Alright, how do I pick secret ship? After I... Yeah, I used the full unlock code. Gigawing 2. It should be... And is that what... Are we gonna have to actually 1cc, like, properly? Like, we could bump all the settings down and then just do a blind 1 credit clear of the game. Vans popping in. Look at the ship's name. There's 4 alt variations for each color. I'm like a... Nope, that's still Stork. Let's see, alt... I'm trying to pick Carmine Plus instead of Stork. Uh, that said, if we were doing a normal 1cc, we'd probably just do Stork because of the homing. Okay, so you don't have to 1cc it. Just keep scrolling and character select. Is that? Oh my god! You just had to go further in the list. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got it now. This is all. That's all it is. I've somehow picked everything. This game would be pretty funny as a. Could you, if you were doing like a one person playing all 4 ships? I wonder if you could just reflect force on top of each other and have permanent invincibility for everybody. I bet that's a thing. Alright, we're gonna do one. See that? So here's Stork, and then you just keep going. I'm like, alright. So this is the one that's like Ruby. It's supposed to be fast or whatever. We want Force. This is where all the score is. This will be our first blind one. You'll see it's pretty fast. So you see, you kill shit here, you get medals. But the big thing with this game is you hold the fire and you get this reflect. It drops everything. Since this is a caravan mode, all the resources are weird. So you see, look at the multiplier. If I hit bomb, then it drops the multiplier completely down. So like 150, we bomb, we're back to nothing. So I basically assume that we never want to bomb ever, unless there's something to it. And then anytime you die, you see we don't got any, we don't have any lives. It just kills your score. So I assume we have to get through this whole stage without dying. Let's do one blind one where I'm just trying to clear it, and then we'll look at the replay, see what we actually have to be doing. With Gigawing, the big thing is trying to live long enough to be able to reflect the actual pattern you need to be reflecting. Because there's patterns that you can dodge fairly easily, and then there's patterns that like just dump the entire screen and are basically not designed to be dodged. There are runs where you can play the whole game without reflect. I've seen those for like Gigawing 1, and they're kind of mad crazy. But for the most part, we're just waiting. Like, these are obvious ones to reflect. I don't know, I can't remember if you could face how you reflect things, but in this one, I think the direction you're moving is where everything that you absorb is gonna go. And then if you get enough medals on screen, they blow up into those big medals, so I don't think we have to worry about actually triggering them or anything. If you look at the score here, the Giga in the title is not a joke. Look how freaking high the scores are. I was looking at like Sky Adventure earlier, which you get points in increments of like 1. You get like 1 point for doing anything. And then you look at this game, which I think the scores are in the like quintillions or something. I think even if we're in danger right there, I think we have to not bomb. Because it drops the multiplier and you have infinite lives anyway. We did get a bomb though. So I'm just gonna bomb to see, yeah, the whole multiplier drops. So let's see how high the multiplier is going? What happens if we die? Will it make the multiplier, like, go up? It goes up at the same pace. So we basically are just needing to do stage 2. Don't die or bomb everywhere. Multiplier probably gets silly by the end. I don't know if we can increase it by, like, if we do anything, or if just living is what increases it. I don't know if this is mid-boss or main boss. So, like, a pattern like this is one that you could dodge. And then whenever they, like, dump you a bunch of bullets, that's probably what you do. I need to go back and there was like a Gigawing 1 in one of the... Oh, I remember that. I died to that when I first played this game. I just threw a credit in when we were at like Shmup Slam. They had a Gigawing 2 cab there. And just get immediately hit by the fuck you laser. See, that's why you want to hold the reflect or whatever. I'm curious, is this... I feel like this isn't the final boss. I think this is a... Or at least for this stage. I think this is a mid-boss. No, that's it for that. Alright, let's actually look at the replay then. Yeah, it's rare for... We have a bunch of local ones near me, and they... Like, they pretty much just have, like, one of the Raidens, or Raiden fighters. Like, total. This one, we went to Shmup Slam, is at an arcade in Colorado. That has, like, everything. You go in, and it's like a bar and an arcade, and the whole bar is just full of cave flyers. Just underneath the table. And just shit ton of candy cabs. It's pretty tight. And they're like running Gigawing 2 there. Alright, so we have the replay in the bottom left. This is what we're going to be looking at to actually for our route. Let's get a state up. I didn't actually test if we can actually save state in here. We're doing Dreamcast version. We're going to be going through save states to figure out what the route is. And then we're gonna do runs once we have a general idea. Alright, let's... Okay, it will work. There's a warning earlier that it was like non-deterministic save states. Which is why like run ahead doesn't work in this. But seems like states themselves will work. Alright, so here's the replay. This is the highest scoring replay I could find on the Shmup Wiki, like, replay database thing. That's, like, barely any medals at the start. That's probably more so to not have to be dodging anything. So let's see the start here. So we're hanging left. We'll just reflect once those go down, whatever. That's probably like a completely free one. It comes back up in time for this. We're gonna make sure we get both. You see how they waited? So we didn't pick them up on the left. Once we pop the right one too, that's when they blow up. You can move through. I didn't know that. Like, you can move through the aerial enemies here. Reminds me of Gumbird 2 section. And that is a lot of shit. When exactly do you do that? These pop up. Then you go. And he's holding to the right. I don't know if we need to be doing that to make sure they go back. I think in Gigawing 1, they just got shot back to where they came from. I don't know if it's like that in this or if you can direct them. So let's get to that point. So we stay left. We're just going to reflect that one. Don't pick up any medals. Make sure to snag that right side. We wait for these guys to come in and we go around as soon as these pop up. Bam. Yeah, I think the rule is once it hits a certain threshold, or there's like a specific kind of medal, then they all start to pop. So I don't think we need to think about it too hard. Like for actually triggering them. Let's see, so we're sticking here. Those are at the bottom, so we'll reflect for free. Now it should come back right in time for these. I did it a bit late. That causes them all to go big. We go through and around. I did a bit early. Alright, let's see. You see here, their reflect lasted a longer time. I think that might be just because slowdown. So let's see their movement here. So they're doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing. Are they holding left? We'll just try not to move too much. We're gonna reflect here a lot faster, like right here. That might have even been too slow. It comes back, we get these. Now these all pop. I'm scared of dying. We'll see how they don't die there. It could be because I'm not sure if this replay we're watching is Dreamcast or if it's emulator. But it could be either they're doing something different or the slowdown's different because we're on emulator. Since this is lasting like a while. It's probably a execution thing though. So what happens past that? You do the same thing around these guys and then you'll reflect on them. Pick everything up and then you're here. Let's just get a state to where that background appears. We shoot these guys appear, we'll reflect. I think it's these blue ones that you have to hit a threshold of that cause all the big ones to appear. And then you get the pinball sounds. Let's wait a while and then pop this. Yeah, I'm not too sure. And we get around these guys again. We reflect once they pop. I don't think they got big. We'll test if they got big on the replay. Yeah, they didn't get big on here. Let me just see this one more time. What's going on here? Yeah, the slowdown's pretty different, so I'm not sure if that's because I'm bad or... I just tossed this in RetroArch. I haven't really messed with it at all. So it's probably going to be weird. Alright, let's learn to this point. We don't need to, like, turbo optimize that. So we're just going to reflect the first... Actually, let me look back here before I forget. When do you reflect these? You reflect 2 waves and then 1 on the... Let me just get that in, and then we'll move on to the next section. I just want to make sure I do the reflect here at the right time. We're just going to have it as soon as we see enemies on the right, we'll pop reflect. And then as soon as we get 2 waves there, and then swing that way, we kind of messed up. Yeah, usually I want to get it really good, but like, I'm not super experienced with doing any Dreamcast shit at all. So what I'm wondering is how do we pick up medals without being in danger of dying? So right here, everything pops. And then they're dodging like diagonally down to just not die. Because it seems like, since it's happening post-reflect, we have to dodge. Let's figure out if we're doing it, we might be doing it, I'm not sure if we're doing it too fast. Let's just see, right? I keep forgetting to reflect these guys. So these guys come in, we pop reflect, whatever, grab stuff. We're gonna wait, yeah. We'll just do safe fast movement. Ooh, that's like shockingly weird to not die on. Let's see how they don't die. So I waited a bit so we're able to get 2 waves of the blue. I think it's making sure that we hit all of the blue bullets on the right. And then we're just worried about the red aim shots. So right enemies come in. Let's get you guys out of the way. Okay, as long as we hit the reflect here. I feel like we didn't get any there. Alright, reflect once those appear, and then it gets on the next section. Alright, we'll look at the next part. So once the background scrolls in, we get to this whole fleet. I always feel like when I think of, like, arcade, I was too young for, like, 90s arcades. I grew up in the Chuck E. Cheese era. So when I think of, like, arcade game, I'm thinking of, like, the midpoint of, like, games that are not, like, actual arcade games. They're, like the ones we're doing. Like, the ones trying to just, like, get you in and out in, like, a minute. And I always associate, like, this era of 3D with that kind of thing. It's, like, oddly nostalgic. So after we reflect these two big guys, we're now here. What do we do now? We just tap down to dodge the aim shots while we're just picking up medals. When do we reflect? As soon as that second turret shots on the right are about to hit stuff. I think the hard part is going to be picking this shit up without getting hit. I think that's where the actual spooky bit's going to be. And then when you hide there, let's get to that point. How'd I get an ad? Oh yeah, I know the feeling of like shmups not existing outside of Galaga. I remember when I'm young, anytime you're at a theme park or any arcade, just trying to hunt down any arcade machine that has like an arcade game that wasn't like a Chuck E. Cheese like a money dispenser. And it was always just Miss Pac-Man Galaga combo. That was the only one I could ever find. So like Galaga was the only thing. It's like the only actual game I could see. I'm surprised I didn't die. So we hold up here, we're tap down, that second turret comes in. We reflect and we're getting up to here. That one was way easier than the starting one, and then we're tapping around there. Like, I would have lost my mind if there was any shmup in an arcade. Or even just, like, anything, really. That wasn't, like, Terminator light gun game that takes all your money. I think Terminator Salvation. The one that, like, looks really expensive, so they made it hard as shit. And you have to put, like, $1 in it or something. I've thought about figuring out how to get a light gun to actually play light gun games. Because, for arcade game-wise, I used to think, a while back that, like, beat-em-ups were, like, worthless. That they're just to take your money, because I didn't know how to play them. And I used to think the way about light gun games. I'm like, how do you get good at a light gun game? They just kind of pop on screen and then you die. You can't shoot them all in time. And fast forward like 15 years, now I'm like, light gun would be pretty good. Yeah, I think I've seen the Halo ones. We have like a round one by us that has like a pretty chunky Halo machine. If it's a modern light gun game, I'm just assuming that you're gonna die in like half a minute. At what point do we need to reflect here? Doesn't seem super specific. And that's enough to proc that. Your dad was good at Time Crisis? And that'd be a fun one to try again, and then like now you can look up videos online and see how people like routed light gun games like that. It'd be cool if you go back and like try to like figure out through those games. Okay, at what point here? Just when they shoot. And we're not killing both of these. We're not killing that right one at all, actually. That's either a mistake or doesn't matter. We're just gonna reflect these and not worry about them too hard. And then once we get to the rush, that'll be the next point. The one on the right's not dying. And here we tap down, we pick up medals. The right one's about to hit us. There's a bit of slowdown. And then this is enough to proc these. I think that first one's the one that's gonna end up being harder. When did we need to reflect you guys? So once these like satellites come in, if we get multiple waves like this, there's enough to proc this explosion thing with just one of them. We kill it pretty fast though. Maybe it's because I shot it a tiny bit. What happens if we do it early? If we do it here, just wait to reflect this one, it goes away. That's like just barely enough. And then all that stuff starts happening. I have no clue. This is Flycast. Whatever Flycast is in RetroArch Core. I just chucked it on like a minute ago, so I got no clue. So we're just reflecting these guys as soon as we can. Move over to the left. Once we get it again, then we'll just use it again. No metal explosion there, and then we got a break. We'll just put a state at the end there. We'll get to that point. We'll wait for this to shoot multiple waves. Let's try not to kill it. Let's just let it shoot a bunch, and then we come in with the reflect. We hit the other one, and that was enough for hit the pop. Oh, that's a bomb, even though that's not too useful for us. You gotta... That's nice. They show you the iframes you have after. Like, you'll flash for a bit after the reflect. We could probably abuse that and pick up a lot of medals. We'll do that one more time, and then we'll see what's next. We'll wait for 2 waves of this. If we hit some of the bullets on the other one, then it seems like that's enough to trigger this. It's just barely not enough for there. Now let's try hugging the side so we actually pick those up. We wait for 2. As long as we hit this other one, we're good. I gotta remember we have that little bit of invuln, so as soon as it, like, starts the trigger, we could go in a little bit. We don't want to be slow tapping. That shit is fast streaming. Then we reach there. Got a bunch of solo ones. What's that red there? We've had the blue medals. I don't know what the red one does. Maybe it's like you kill a big thing or something. Just gonna make a triangle there, starting like right and up. Against these little guys, we're just reflecting when we can, because nothing big's coming up. Let me look at that one more, and then we'll try it. We'll kill everything on the right. We're stopped shooting. We're making this triangle. There's a red metal. That's probably important. From middle to right, all the way to the left, and reflect. So we kill everything up here while picking everything up. We stop shooting. We make the triangle. Yeah, there's the red one. We move around to here. We're just gonna reflect since that popped up. Let's do that one more time, then we'll check out the... Is our... Okay, our multiplier is still going up. Look how high the multiplier is when you actually live. How do we... What's the best way we want to move to not get hit here? So we started on the left, so that's less aim shots on us, and then we're up very high. So if we do that, there's so much less over here now. I bet we killed it too fast. What happens if we do it early? I bet if we don't do it early, there's not enough. I have no clue. The multiplier, I don't think it's a thing in the normal game either. Which is why we have like an absurdly high score, even for like Gigawing standards. In just like a one-stage thing. Make sure not to hit it. We're gonna wait a bit. And then we go. How do we get enough of these to hit? Maybe... Oh no, we don't... we had a hit before, but maybe that's kind of hard. But we won't worry if we don't trigger the explosion there. We're just gonna make sure not to die here. Gonna move like that, and then this comes in. All the way to the right, and then the left. Reflect pops in, you'll just get a little bit here. And what was next? Do we go? And then we're at the boss. It's a lot faster than I thought we'd be at. Now let's take a look on the right, tapping up. Nothing shooting for a while, even with the post reflect invuln being out. When did you do it again? So we move up, we reflect, we're sitting on, kind of on top of that turret. We'll pick up everything. You move down when your iframes go away. We move around, up. Let me put my hands on it. Notice something, if you hold like auto, it doesn't like, like this is me holding auto right now. It shoots like really short and then it blasts up a bunch. Like I think that's to stop you from like tapping fire for reflect and doing too much damage and like accidentally killing whatever you wanted to kill. I bet that's a thing. Yeah, I've also done Gigawing 1. I haven't done the full run. I like routed it and then never did enough going for the clear. But there isn't a caravan mode. What there is there's like a score attack mode. So this is a Dreamcast version. It's got score attack and it just dumps you in. And how it works is it does a caravan thing where you have infinite lives. Every time you bomb and every time you die, your multiplier up here, that's getting drained to 0. So if, like, we die, it's fine, but not actually, because our whole multiplier dies. So the Shmup Junkie Discord, they're, like, running stage 2 of this game. And right now, we're, like, blindly going through it. We made it to the boss. We're figuring out the stage 2 boss right now. We're also blindly going through the mechanics. So the big thing in this game, at least I think it is so, like, you have your reflect like you usually do. So, like, you get your normal Gigawing medals. But if enough medals are on screen, I think, or it could be enough of, like, a certain kind, like the blue ones, then everything pops into big ones. So, like, I think here, that's, like, a tiny amount. But if you get, like, a bunch at once like this, it pops them like this. The thing I'm noticing so far is it's probably going to be weird to not die while picking up the medals. I feel like that's more of a problem. The Alright, let's take it. Let's go back, look at this boss. So we start bottom right, we're tapping up to dodge this initial bit so a bunch of bullets show up. I guess just around the second red wave we go, we pick shit up. We move up and around the blue. We do kill that right turret. We get around to the side again, and then we just do same spot. It pops that. Let's just do that. Let's get a state that's a lot closer. I do think the multiplier thing's cool, because you get, like, your absurdly high... I think we need to not shoot. I'll check if we actually need to. Why did it shoot those instead of the other one? Is there something we need to kill? See here how it's doing the like aimed pattern while we got the like static one? Let's see if we need to either aim that a certain way or if I don't think it'd be random. See, like this one? Maybe, so let's see, we didn't kill anything there. Let's see on theirs, did they kill anything? I don't think they did. Oh, let me not shoot. The 1, 2, we're up here. I mean, we might be... No, maybe they're doing it late. You see there how it ended fairly quickly? We're gonna go... Let's try going as late as possible. Just to check that that's what's going on. No, it still pops here. If we do it hella early, will it still pop that blue pattern? I guess we'll just learn to dodge it. If this was not Caravan, we'd just be bombing here. Until we knew what we were doing. I wonder if it's proximity either. Let's try being high up. It could just be random. Like, if we sit up high... Nah, I'ma just guess it's random, so we'll just roll with it. So how do we position ourselves if we end up getting this pattern? Do we want to do it late, or do we want to do right away? We probably want this to go off cooldown ASAP. We'll just hide to the other side for now. And then is it still doing this one? It is. We gotta worry about the fuck you laser. You see, this is the pattern that it was doing before. See the triple blue cannons are going? And then these are those aim shots, and then this appears. They reflect this part again. I should have pulled up probably 2 replays so we would know. Like, let's check there. Right away, they had the cannon shooting the triple shot. Let's see, if we're here, does it start? Oh, that shit is random. Oh no. Alright, let's just see the rest of that and then we'll figure it out. We probably don't want to shoot this thing ever, since we want to get as much possible score. You do soften the back. They might rotate around to the pattern we're having trouble with if they don't kill it. They're milking the whole thing. So maybe they'll run into it, but we'll just remember on those like down red ones, we can move up and around the turret itself. And then we're just milking every turret off it. It seems straightforward just as long as we don't get... As long as we don't get... We need to figure out how to deal with this one. We could just try to live. Can you move up and around? You can. What do these do? Will it ever go to not? So here we're at that pattern. This is kind of the one that's like the signal that we should reflect. We're just gonna see how it rotates around them. Like, these are the ones we want. It's this right here that's a... You see, it's the front 2 turrets. Maybe we could kill those front 2 ones. So when we do our initial reflect, let's just try to go in the middle and kill those. So, like, we reflect these. What if we're, like, right below it? So for science, we're just gonna be directly under those 2. And see if we can't kill those. They're part of... You see the whole middle's blinking when we do that. Help! Yeah, I don't think... I think we just have to do it. Alright, let's just figure out how to live here. If we do it fairly fast, will we be in time to handle the next bit? Oh, this is not where you want to be. And there, since we are on the middle too much, so when we actually want to score, you want to be doing it on the, like, sides. I wonder on here, are they, like, reflecting and then not being anywhere near the boss, so you don't hit the main part? You can be close to it, it's just the side that's an issue. Or, the middle that's a problem. Alright, let's just go back to start. We'll figure that out once we go back through. So these right side shows up, so we're gonna shoot those. Make our way back around. Uh, we're just gonna do this so we stream everything. It takes a while for you to stop shooting. Wait for 2 waves, and then hit both of those. We can move up and around. I reflected too early. The start part, the issue is figuring out how to have these Zakos not be a problem. I think if we're just conscious about baiting them, it's probably not optimal at all, but it'll be fine. Alright, what was after you? These guys, we go up and around. We do a better reflect. I don't remember if we got the spark there or not. I remember you didn't die before. No, these guys were where we needed to be here and tapping down. So we pick up the metals, and then we wait for that second one. Let's see that part there again. As soon as these guys are in right under where we can hit them all as they come by. The second turret's about to hit us, so we use it to get off these. That's easy to go diagonal and just hit all of them. Alright, what's past you? It's these guys. We wait for 2. I think we have to hit the other one with some of it to trigger it. Or we could not, like, move up into it and just wait to smack them. I don't know. I needed to not use that, so we have to stream all these now. We get the reflect that lets us go back. We do it again till we get another one. You get the another one about here. And then I think we want to start on the left to kill these 2. So these Zakos aren't an issue. Now we go. We did trigger the explosion there once, but that's probably gonna be hard to do since the mad high score replay didn't do it. And then that's about to where the boss is. And then we'll see if it gives us the same pattern we have to stop shooting. It takes so long to stop shooting. But no, here's the... We're basically going to be playing this boss for survival as we do these. Ah, that was so big. Your hitbox in, like, Gigawings is pretty big. We'll do restarts so we don't get, like, same seed, if that's a problem. Oh, shoot that one too much. Oh, it's really just that starting part where that one's hard. Ah, I needed to not do that. We have to do that way later. It's the other ones where we do that fast. We bait all these. We stop shooting when we come around to here. Man, that first one is brutal. We're gonna see if while going through these, if we can make it any safer. Like there, we don't pick up too many of the... We don't pick up too many of the right side ones if we like lean over to the right. Let's make sure we restart it. And then moving here, this is easy way to live here. Maybe we shoot after the reflect goes, and then we kill some of them. Accidentally killed this guy here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna reflect so we hit. And then we keep shooting to make that meh. I'm gonna pull up another replay too, just to see what they do, since that is pretty tight on not dying there. I'm just pulling up let's get, so this is like an 88 quintillion or whatever absurd amount. Oh hey, well look at Morris run. Alright, is that show on? Oh shit, and he's got commentary. Yeah, some of those seem pretty mean, and your hitbox is a lot bigger than it feels like in wait, this is a stage we're doing. Are we on the I'm pretty sure we're on the right one. Or stage 2. Yeah, that's right. Alright, Mars the God. Now we have caption commentary to save us. Any shmup video you see with caption commentary is automatically a God video. Dude, look how much safer, how fewer pink bullets. Alright, what is the difference here that's causing... Okay, you see he's shooting right away after. And in the middle while he's invuln. Yeah, I pretty much grew up on caption Jamers videos. That's what my first cave game was, Escaluda, and the only reason I learned that was because Jamers had captions on them, I think. Okay, let's try to recreate that. Here, real quick, I need to see... Because this is the first, like, seconds into the run on this video. I just need to make sure we're actually on stage 2. What? I'm so confused now. Are we on the wrong stage? Are we learning stage 1? Let me go back and... No, we're on the right one. I think. Oh, I know what's going on. So in Gigawing, you have a different stage order based off your ship you pick. It's like Esperate or vaguely Psycho, whatever. But the difference here is while in a normal run... where's that playing? Okay, it's gone. I suspect that, to make it so... Since your stage 1 and stage 2 are different per character, or at least I'm guessing, like I have no clue about this game. But I'm a guess that this stage 1, just to make it like consistent, is that they set it to a certain stage. So this is gonna be like this one, and maybe this isn't your normal stage 1 based off your character pick or whatever. But just to make it so they could go, this is just stage 2, go. So I think we're fine. I think we're on the right one. At least the other replays clips people been throwing in are of this one. Let's watch the whole Maris thing and then see what we could pick up from it. So right away, the start there. This is Maris MPO, by the way. The GOAT. I reflect at the bottom, we move up vertically, and then We shoot everything in the middle so we don't have as many pink shots. What's nice is we could hear is button presses. So we know when you have to hit it so early before your reflect comes out. How about this? We don't need to go up and around if we don't want to. Ah, you can shoot this boat. How much does the boat give for killing? So we're at like 14.5. You get a decent chunk for just shooting it, so we're gonna try shooting it. Does he hold still to shoot up? I'm still not 100% sure on how to aim these. I think if you're still, they'll just shoot straight up. It's just tap, tap, tap. They're doing a similar route, which is nice. We don't have to redo stuff. You notice we're not going directly in the middle of the... I think in Gigawing 1, you would just sit on top of the enemies that's shooting the bullets. Here we're not doing that. We're like outside of the enemy. We're just doing that right away. At what point do we reflect here? And that one just barely gets you. Alright, how do you live here? You're starting pretty high up, so you have extra room. And now, anything different we want to do here? We were starting on the left to kill these guys. I like this way better. And then this is just kind of whatever going up to here. Now, how about this boss? What pattern do you get? Do you get the same one we've been doing? No, you don't. So I got no clue how this boss works. You move faster when you move diagonally. So it's got the Garaga thing. Alright, let's see if we could take away anything from there. I reflected too. We're gonna see if the positioning is what we have to be thinking about. Yeah, see, if we sit in the middle there, we make ourselves a bunch of room. See, this is what happens if you don't shoot the guys in the middle. We have to remember, as soon as the volcano pops, we want to be in the middle shooting, and then we'll tap down for safety. That's so scary. Man. You could get this as your stage 1, which is something that terrifies me. Alright, how do you get out of that situation? We're sitting in the middle, so we're killing dudes, but as we scroll to the right side, or the left side, Okay, you see the... I think we're in the middle, and then I kind of see how we're curving around. Are you killing the big enemies? We are killing the big enemies before they shoot the blue shots. I'm shocked this is like the hardest part of the stage. It's just not dying on this section. I think if we do damage, I think it's not time based. I think it's damage based because we reflected early, and it just progressed it faster. So we're gonna wait like a hella long time. I like to hear. I don't fucking know. Hey. This shit is harder than anything I've been doing in the Dojo second loop, by the way. I'm like, I'll take any of Big B's patterns over this. I keep getting, like, pushed to this side. How... I don't know what I'm not understanding about how to kill these guys. So we're not getting any shots off on them. It could be because this is in this run of stage 1, so if we look back at this run, which has this has it as a stage 2, I think. Does it? I'm not sure. No, this has it as a stage 1. It could be because this is a stage 1 route. Because you see the power difference, their shot's like way tinier. Whereas when we're going in here, we have a wider shot, so it's probably like subtly differently. It got you trying to 1cc the game? That's a success. This one's cool. I feel like most the Takumi stuff is overshadowed by just like Gigawing 1. Whereas there's like, you got this game, Generations. Mars Matrix is now really good with the like input delay patch. We're just gonna be aggressive about moving up and around. We're just gonna live on that section. I've given up on trying to figure it out. We can kill that. We tap down till the second turret comes in. Now we do the significantly easier way to grab those medals. As soon as Reflect pops in, we get it off these guys. I tried like not going into too much till the end there, and it's like popping these. Oh, I forgot. So we're gonna reflect and go up high. And then get bailed out by reflect eventually. I don't know how significant these sections where you can't trigger a volcano are for score. We did this wrong. Oh, we're shooting too much. We need those turrets for score. Look at that compared to before, where we got a bunch of medals. They're just a single one drop. That's pretty funny. I think we're supposed to reflect there. I was waiting for the next big enemy, but there's no more big enemies. Alright, let's see. Do we get fucked pattern? I think we're always gonna get fucked pattern because we're on like stage 2 routing. Yeah, we're always gonna get this, so we have to plan on always getting that. If we could figure out how to live through it though, then we... Oh! I don't even know what I got hit by. Oh, it's those drones that pop down. Alright, let's now get a... We'll run this back one more time for the stage portion. Because it's really just that start that's like a danger point for like actually dying. The rest we won't die on. We won't optimize, but we won't die on. And then we'll look at like really how to do the boss. And then we'll try to get like our actual Caravan score in. God, that shit is so terrifying. I'm like, I cannot believe it. Yeah, the numbers, the Giga in the title is not a joke. The scores are... I don't know anything that has as high of scores. Does Marv's Matrix, do you know? Does it have like absurdly high numbers like this does? Ah, that's the... Alright, we need to not shoot. See, look how long it takes from full auto to not shoot. It takes that long? Let's see if we're tapping. I've been holding full auto. What happens if we tap? And then we let go? It still takes a while. What if we are just doing like slight taps, so we're only getting the short burst? Like this. Then it ends a lot faster, so we'd probably be doing that. So we don't like have as long as a... So like right here's when we'll hold full auto, whatever, that's cool. But here after this procs the volcano. Ah, I tapped too fast. See, we just barely got ourselves to stop shooting. Yeah, I was not expecting just surviving period of this stage, of like stage 2, to be like a problem. Alright, we need to figure out how to get up and to the right. We keep getting shoved to the left. I'm just gonna make sure that we kill the right big enemy. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my mind over this part. We're just gonna go fast and then get you out of the way. Ah, we're still like shoved to the side. I don't know how to prevent that. Alright, let's pop it. I had to do it way faster. Holy shit. I guess that's safer if we do it that way. And once those open, I'm just letting this go. And now it's like you're rewarded with the stage you can live on. Yeah, I don't think there's enough here to trigger it. Make sure to kill you. I don't know to what degree the red gems matter. They're probably significant because we're very rarely getting those. And then from there you would reflect these. And that's free. I think if we're careful not to kill these too fast. Then we get the volcanoes to pop for sure. I almost popped it, I felt like. We just get it in time. This section, we could probably think about how to get those a lot easier. So these, if we just focus on this side, is it fine? Oh, we are hitting this thing, which is a problem. And we get, I think if you don't die, your multiplier hits like 30k here or something. We're gonna try to learn this boss. Then we'll go back and do actual runs. So we just need to figure out how to live each wave of these. I'm gonna shoot these ahead of time so we don't run into them. And see, we've damaged the middle too hard. I'm gonna wait for the next hard thing like that. Ooh, that's a bad one. You probably want to dodge that and get... Here's where we actually want to reflect. So give me something like reflectable. I guess we have to now. We just want to not be in the middle whenever those pincers come up. Alright, let's learn how to deal with this boss and then we'll do actual runs. I'm gonna do it early and see if that becomes an issue. It's probably not optimal, man. That goes away fast. We're just gonna do it right away so we get our reflect back fast. That's nice we get a volcano on these guys. Make sure we kill the tiny ones. We're not in the way. Is that reflect one that we can do? I think it is, because this part we could just live on. This part we can also just live on, and we could probably bait the aim shots, so that's easier. These are... we could just stream. We got... those, like, little things are kind of a problem. When is the next big section? Oh, we need to be in the middle for that. Will reflect come back in time for this if we ever do that and run out? And then it just fucks off. It's probably a huge score thing to hit the boss. I bet if we let it time out, it's a real problem. Okay, now we know what patterns we can actually dodge and which ones we want to reflect. So this is a dodgeable one. This, we just get sandwiched. And we can hit a volcano anyway, so that's fine. We want to be in the middle for you. Get out of the fuck you laser. This is probably acceptable to reflect. If this is static and we can memo a static boss rotation, then that'd make this a whole lot easier. Now I just want to kill the boss, I think. And we'll see how many points we get. Oh, yeah. We can't not kill the boss. Did you see our score? It, like, tripled. We went from, like, 120 to 3 whatever. Okay, we're just gonna try to kill the 2 turrets right now. And then go in. We'll run the boss back one more time. Does it show the 4 attack ranking? Alright, we'll run the boss back one more time, then we'll do actual runs and see what we could get. If this is static, then that makes this so much easier. And this is acceptable to reflect, because we get these. I'm gonna reflect whenever the big laser's happening. You could probably volcano there, but I didn't. Now we get the juice here. Hopefully killing that one turret. What happens if we kill the boss with no multiplier? It's probably jack shit for score. It's still a good chunk, but it was significantly less. Alright, one more actual time. And we'll just pop it right away since we could volcano off you guys. Kill these turrets, they're mean. Then we have to do the actual hard dodges. That did trigger volcano, that's a big deal. And now, nope, not yet. Maybe we can reflect during that part and it'll pop back in time for this. This one we do get volcano off of. As a chunk. Let me just see if I could reflect in between like one last pattern, and then we should have our kind of strategy we want to do. We'll just pop this right away. This was the thing I wanted to reflect. Oh, we need to be in the middle though for that. We kind of are just reflecting off cooldown. And then, I don't know how that is with the bonuses. So like if we were 350 before, yeah, we'll just reflect off stuff, makes it easier. Alright, let's try actual runs. The thing we need to practice is the very first part of the stage. So we'll just do runs, and that'll be the practice. I can't believe I got owned by the... Trying to figure out how to pick the other cherry. It's just you go to the right a couple times, and then you're there. There is Reflect Laser. I think it does the Mars Matrix thing where you can, you don't blow the entire bar for Reflect. I think you can use it like, use a part of it. Oh, I need to be over there. We gotta remember the first one of there. We just go up and around immediately. Alright. What? I don't know. I don't know how we lift those two big enemies, man. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm just reflecting right away. I tried being aggressive there, kinda worked. Now we pop. I could probably do way better job of collecting these medals. Like that, we didn't even kill these two guys. These guys don't have Zakos, so they're a whole lot easier. Oh, we need to kill the ship in the background. I didn't even think about that. If we make sure to hit the reflect on the right turrets, then we don't have to worry about doing any dodges as we pick up the medals. I think you move faster diagonally, so I just assume that's what you do to grab the most amount of medals. We're probably like moving horrifically poorly for picking these up. That's a dead. Since this is Since we lose the multiplier, we have to reset after every death, or else our score is like hemorrhaged. Which doesn't matter because it's just a one-stage thing. Okay, if I just focus on the Zakos, it's easy to not die there. We barely got the reflect out in time there. Ah, I could have moved that probably way better. Just want to make sure to hit all of those guys. Kill the ship. I don't know if getting that red one is worth going out of the way like that to hit. Alright, you two collide. Make sure to hit the diagonal ones just so we have room to pick up all those. That worked. This is gonna go away though before we get proc off it. This one's probably gonna go away too. That one seems pretty difficult to try to get a volcano off of though. Where did we die on before? I don't remember. Alright, was this starting on the left side for these two? Then we'll just tap up and around. I guess on the right we're not hitting these so we don't accidentally kill him too fast. Oh, that's when we wanted to reflect. Oh, that's nice. It shows our high. I actually saved that over, even though we've been skating all over the place. Oh, we need to stop shooting. We'll get the juice off these. We do get a volcano off you, and you're good for survival. I'm just doing it again because I don't want to deal with these small guys. Ah! Alright, when's the next part? Was this the middle? Now we kill it on the next one. Alright, so our real run high score currently is 250. So now we just need a run where we don't die to the boss. And that'll be our initial Caravan score. If you want to do Caravan stuff, like on the Shmup Junkie Discord, they do like this. It lasts for like 2 weeks. And they do a lot of them. So like, they're doing like Alzadik before. I think that's the one I was doing. That game was mad cool. They do a bunch of different ones. I've just seen them rotate out both like, both different like Caravan ones you might be familiar with, or just like PC Engine Caravan games. And rotating out like this isn't a Caravan game, but it's got the score attack. There's stuff like that. There's a guy who's working on a game. I didn't get the score in that one, but he's making a game and set up like a Caravan thing for the everybody to try in that. That one was mad cool. If this is interesting at all, you just pop in Shmup Junkie Discord. Outside of Caravan, I think, is Callus Cup going on right now? I think I've been seeing people dying on Twinbee or stuff. I don't even know what happened. I saw Twinbee Da was in there, and then there's something else that was sick that's in there. Not Twinbee. Or Yahoo, I think is the Twinbee game in there. I'm dead. I'm living. I've fucked up the score. That was much better of a metal grabbing. We'll just do this, fuck it. We'll try to actually kill you. That is really bad, like in terms of getting medals. I think I'm not gonna worry about the ship too much, as in like grabbing the red shot off it. There's multiple turrets there you get damaged, but I think you just smack it, to be honest. We're gonna try this right away. And see if we can not get a volcano off this one. At least you could get, like, residue metals off that side. Oh, we did get it off that one. I might die. Alright, what's next? Get you guys out of the way. Now, it's hardly any aim shot. Almost died. I keep going here really late. Alright, we just gotta get one run that doesn't die to boss. This is a pretty spooky... I guess if you speed kill this boss, it's way easier. It's the same thing with, like, Gigawing 1. You can milk the bosses. Or you could just kill their ass turbo fast. Can't get the volcano off that one. Help! I'm in a bad spot. I needed the... whatever. This would probably suffice. Kill it. Oh, can those... you see those mines there? I wonder if those could still hit us. Alright, 341, however many that is. That's our current score. We're gonna run it back a few times to see how high we could go. And then we'll put that'll be our submission. And then, as for me, I'm gonna try to get like a Batsugum video sometime end of this week. And then I'm getting really, really close to... really close to having, like, somewhat of a run for DOJ both loops. I've got, like, a list of problems that I want solved in my routing. So I've, like, been going through a ton of replays and trying to grab everything everybody's figured out. But once I got, like... I sufficiently got, like, point A to point B through the whole game. I think I'm gonna start streaming that, even if not for clear attempts, because it's gonna be... That one's gonna... I suspect it's gonna take a lot longer than SDOJ. I thought there's a chance it might be easier, but a few of the... There's a bunch of problem sections. You know what? I want to not kill that second turret. The problem sections are problematic. My issue I'm finding in my DOJ routing is if your hyper buildup is not super good, then you run into a lot of issues killing the bosses without spending lives. So like getting your hyper routing perfect seems like that's a big deal. But I've been going through a bunch of replays, seeing how people do stuff when they don't. Like when they get to a boss with like a not perfect amount of resources. And that's been helping a lot. There's like a lot of strategies I've been finding to make stuff easier. And there's stuff I didn't know beforehand. Like I found if you want to just make 1-5 brain dead, or make 1-3 brain dead, you just don't hyper in the stage, and then you just hyper the bosses and they insta-die. So it's like the turtle boss of like a 1-3 of Diojo. No! The turtle boss, you just don't hyper the mid-boss, which is not... Like, to do it hyperless, you have to do the second loop thing you're gonna do anyway, but it's easier because it's first loop. What am I doing? But, you just don't do it on the first loop where it's easy. And then you get to use a full level 5 hyper on the turtle, the 1-3, and it just ignores the entire first phase, which is the main problem. And then I think you... Have I completely forgotten the routing on those guys? Don't kill it! No! I'ma just stop. And then if you want to, like, Koryu on 1-5 is really hard. But it turns out if you just carry a shit ton of hypers into it, you can speed through the entire first phase. Damn, you gotta do that so early. You can speed through 1-5 boss like crazy. It's super nuts. You have to do one hard dodge at the start through like the mini washing machine type pattern. But as soon as you do that, like everything falls, including the last pattern. Dude, it shoots for so long. It shoots for so long. I've let go like for 3 seconds. We'll make it out of the opener. Maybe it's okay if we shoot this a little bit, just so it dies. Nah, it doesn't matter if it dies or not. Out. Now's a good point. I thought I gave enough room, but it's still, like, really close to getting tagged. That's good enough, even though we didn't get the bottom medal. Oh, how did we not volcano there? That's, like, a problem. That's probably disastrous for a score. See, that's why we want to hit the ones on the right, so we don't get bullets as we're trying to pick up all those. We're just gonna do a fast reflect. I was trying to think if there's a way we could pick up those right ones and the left ones. Try and make up for everything by picking up more medals here than we were doing before. Yeah, that's way safer. Yeah, doing that triangle made that a lot nicer. Alright, now we're to boss. I should probably memorize what our good score is for when we go into the boss. I'm gonna do a slightly late reflect, just to try to get as many of those red shots in. That triggered if we do it like late enough to hit the side ones. This is probably bad, but it gets us out of one dodge. Alright, we don't want to kill the boss yet. Now we have to dodge. Ah, we didn't get the volcano at the end. That's really bad on score. We missed like 2 volcanoes and then the last boss volcano. We're trying to beat 320. That's our main score right now. I think we'll try to beat that once and then we'll call it. But I'm both stoked and scared to start doing Dojo. I'm really curious how it'll go on stream, because on stream it's way more relaxed, but it's also harder to make decisions on while yapping. So it'll either be disaster or it'll be tight. Either way, should be cool. Oh, I tried to see if I could get both waves on the right one. We barely just didn't kill you. I feel like that was bad. It's got most of it. I made sure to pick up most of the medals that time. That's probably okay. We'll make sure to actually grab them on these guys this time. We're in a good spot where we're picking up a bunch of them. Oh, I gotta go up and around this time. Alright, you guys. We're gonna go mad early. In a hope to get anything off this guy. That's interesting. I don't know if that's better or worse than just getting a solid one. Ooh, we got the volcano here. I reflected kind of late. I think this one's good. Let's make sure not to fuck this up. And this will be our good run. Ooh, we did get the volcano off at that time. I wasn't sure if they'd shoot close to the bottom. Alright, this is like double what we had the last time on the boss, I think. Let's just go right away. Okay, that got it. And then we could wait for the next red wave, but I just want to close it out, so... Oh, this is so much beefier than the last run. So we're trying to beat 330, I think is our last one. We hit 400. I think that's a good one to send off as our initial score. I'll have to see if anybody else has posted replays. See, like, or if there's any score attack stuff online. I feel like that's so niche. Like, in a niche game, somebody somewhere has, like, turbo grinded score attack level 2. It's a bit weird with the replay, because with this ship combination, I think all the replays we look at are at stage 1 difficulty, because you get that first in the order. Well, this one is like stage 2. Let's see, did I save it or not? Yeah, our save stated run was 350 and we just hit 400, so we'll take that. That's what we'll do for now. Anyway, that's all it'll be for me tonight. I thought this would be fun since I haven't done too many. I've only done like one other of the Caravan stuff, and they look like a lot of fun. It's cool because I want it like Gigawing 2 is not high on the priority of games I would want to do, but this is like a good excuse to get you to go in and like try shit, and it's pretty neat. Like the medals are mad satisfying to move through, even though you're not like collecting all of them. It's kind of hard to grab all of them. It feels really nice to do that. I'm like, I might look into what the actual like runs of this look like. I look at like Maris run again. This is like the goal, by the way. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Maris run. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll probably be back with DOJ dying in the second loop. Or I'll be making the Vatsagun video, one or the other. Anyway, thanks for everybody for tuning in. I'll see you guys